And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. And thing sucks.
Welcome everyone to the main podcast. I am your host Alex and I am with Adam, Peter and Dan. We are your hosts and we're doing it live this week.
Yeah, we're doing live.
Live is a big stretch considering everything that you'll see at the end.
It's been a while, but we're doing the first video podcast of the year, which will also be the last video podcast of the year. Because
And possibly our last video ever.
Of the year.
And why is that?
I am moving to Japan for the year. Oh, for the remainder of the year.
For selfish reasons.
For self-wanting reasons. Trust me, this is a good distance. So I'm moving. Don't worry, guys. Nothing's gonna change. We're all gonna be the same.
Yeah.
We'll just be doing it over Discord like the last 6 or so episodes.
Yeah.
We're just doing a little special one before we go because it's a special case and special scenario. So
that was the main reason we did those podcasts, to sort of ease ourselves.
Yeah, practice into it. Yeah. But yeah,
They surprisingly got a lot smoother than this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is
A lot less
a lot less work.
a lot less pre-work.
And that being said, we should have probably clap synced before this episode started.
It's fine. You'll be able to sync it up with your voice.
Sure. If you have your note, clap your hands.
I'm not doing it like 25 minutes into the video.
With 8 minutes is the most. I mean, you'll listen to it
Yeah.
and then you'll go, oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah. But yeah, we're all here. It's bizarre seeing them in person.
What are you talking about?
Can someone else talk about something they've got to say, or am I going to keep going?
Let's talk about Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about Japan. I don't really want to go into locations because I don't want to be followed.
Yeah,
So-
okay.
Yeah, you can't mention the region of Japan you're going to.
No, so I will be traveling around Japan throughout the year. I'll be starting in Okinawa and I'll probably be ending in Nizuko. So yeah, I'll be everywhere, but I will be filming it and I'll probably be sending it to these guys. So there'll be a lot of Japanese themed videos we have going on, like comparing snacks and whatnot. Like I'll be sending things down for them to try that they have to film and record about. So literally, it's just
That's a good idea.
yeah. If anything, there's just more content.
So, speaking of food, what food do you think you're going to miss the most that you're not going to be able to get in Japan?
Maybe you'd be able to get most food in Japan.
Yeah, maybe like it's gonna be super cliche. Something like schnitzel or something, because you can get pizza and you can get burgers
You
there.
have like katsu.
Yeah,
you get
isn't katsu basically schnitzel?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I haven't been there for a long period of time, so I don't really know what I'm gonna be missing yet. Like, Mum and Dad literally asked me today. They're like, "What are you gonna miss?" And I'm like, "I've got no idea because I'm not there yet."
I'll know when I get home.
Yeah, I'll tell you when I'm like 3 weeks in, and I'm like, "Man, I didn't realize I needed this." Yeah. But they were just like, you're going to miss being able to, like, I don't know, fucking have a car. And I was like, not really. Public transport's so much easier there.
They've
than
got
it is
bullet
here.
trains.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is, they are amazing. They are so cool. Have you seen how fast a bullet train goes, like, when you're outside of it?
Is it about as fast as a bullet?
Yeah. You, like, see it go by. It goes by so fast that, like, after it leaves the station, the wind is still, like, carrying behind it. It's mental. Such a cool little video. Probably put it up. I'll put it in the link dump or something.
What are you going to eat for breakfast in Japan?
I don't know. I'm not there yet. I don't know any breakfast foods. Probably like a rice ball or something. I don't know. Typical food. And
Is
then
a rice ball just a rice?
No, you can put stuff in it.
Stuffing it.
Sometimes
That's like the most boring food in the world.
don't do
sometimes you can enjoy them as a jelly-filled donut.
There's a joke only. Oh god, they are my favourite.
Yeah, I love jelly-filled donut.
Jelly-filled donuts are my favourite. Such a stupid joke. He's not going to
It's
get
not-
it. It's not even a joke.
It's in Pokemon. They didn't know how to localize it properly. Oh, I guess they didn't think the audience would understand if you said, a rice ball. So he's
Yeah.
holding a rice ball. He's just like, I love jelly-filled donuts.
Yeah.
Jelly-filled donuts are my favorite.
Nom, nom, nom. Yeah, such a stupid thing. But Japan, it's with not being there, it's hard to talk about it because I'm just like I don't know what to expect.
Well,
Other
you've
than
been there before.
I have been there, but not for a long period of time, just for like a couple of weeks. What's cool? It's much quieter than here. Like it's so quiet.
Ooh.
It's great.
By the sound of that.
But yeah, I'm just keen to party. I think something a lot.
Wait, you say keen to party?
Keen to party.
There's going to be no parties in Japan.
What do you mean?
Do you know where you're going?
Japan.
Right. What gives you the vibe that there are going to be mad parties there?
Oh,
It's like clubs
dude,
and stuff,
Clubs,
you know?
clubs
Yeah,
are
are
huge. Yeah, they're huge there.
Do they rave?
I imagine.
Yeah.
Is there
I
a club
imagine
of,
that-
like-
I imagine the nightlife of Japan.
It's amazing. It's so good.
Why does anime always show it as so boring?
Nightlife in Japan. It's because they're all school kids and they're not allowed to go drinking.
PG rated shows. They can't show you the nightlife.
Yeah, so they're either like a school kid, that's why they can't drink, or they're a loner and they don't want to drink by
Right.
themselves. That's why they never really show it. Would you watch a show about clubbing in Japan?
Fuck
Anime?
yeah. Yes.
Maybe that's what we should do.
As an adult, I would be interested to see the adult life
Yeah.
in Japan. Don't they not do that because they hate being adults and they wish they were still kids?
Mhm.
So it obviously sucks then being an adult.
Wow, why
It's
do-
just some of the working culture is just like really
Yeah.
bad.
yeah, the work culture.
I know they
sucks.
have those little bars where you sit around you kneel at a table and you drink sake.
That's a very like, how do I put it? It's a very like on the nose Japanese experience where it's
Yeah.
like clubbing. You can still go out like it's here, but they
Just now
and they
imagining
s-
a club of little Japanese people with glow sticks like
it's pretty
Yeah.
banging on. Yeah, but no, they still play English music, which is weird to me. Like Taylor Swift came on at a club once, and I was like, this is
Is
weird.
it translated into Japanese?
No, it's not English. Oh God, I wish it was. It'd be
Translated
so
to Japanese
funny.
and then back again.
But I found out that like one of my favorite things is being able to sing a song that's English in
Yeah.
front of Japanese people because they're like, "You're so good at singing," and I'm like, "I know."
Well, yeah. Imagine if someone here started singing in Japanese to a
Yeah.
Japanese song. We'd be like, wow.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And then you go to Japan, they're like, they're trash. Like,
Yeah.
you can't even hit
And
notes.
then if you're an English speaker and you speak a Japanese song to a Japanese people, they go nuts.
Yeah, they'd be like, fucking what? That is always something I find really bizarre, where it's like, a Japanese person can speak English here, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, cool, you can speak English.
Do you
Yeah.
realise no matter how good you get your Japanese, you're going to speak with a weird accent the whole time you're over there?
Yeah, I know it's going to be
That
like...
takes like years though to like
Yeah.
get, like to acquire another accent.
Yeah. I mean, we had this discussion just before the podcast. We still have an English-ish accent.
Mm.
We're never going to get rid of that unless we've been here for 30 plus years.
Or you try to speak without it.
True. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You want to give it a shot? Because I was just going to say, oi, cunt.
But you said that in the most British way.
Fuck.
How do they do it?
Well,
you swap your,
think
you swap
of a
your
phrase.
A's, you swap your A's for U's.
Mm-hmm.
It's like hard vowels.
Yeah.
Good day, mate. You processing like a
No,
robot?
yeah,
What's
no,
happening?
Can I borrow your umbrella?
Oh, I'm so excited for you to listen to that. That's going to be way funnier.
He's just gonna go cut.
Yeah. This entire section's now gone.
Veto, fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's really hard. It's hard to get my head around for now. Like I still haven't fully processed it. In
I
fact,
say just focus on getting the words right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all meant like just get in there, like traveling. I mean, I still need to pack, which is a bit of a problem. I'm leaving on Monday, so 2 days from now. So
Yeah,
Well, you don't plan.
Yeah.
You don't plan on packing that much anyway, though.
no. So my idea is to try and get everything into one bag that I can carry on my back, and try and just leave the little luggage thing there. Because I'm going to take one with me, the one that's like super shitty. So I'm going to put everything that's kind of too big for my bag, put it in there, and then put it all back in my red bag because the weight, how
Yeah.
it balances. Chuck everything back in there and just throw the little luggage thing away.
So wait, so
So like, what is
Oh,
it?
right.
Suitcase?
So carry on.
So the suitcase,
yeah.
I'm probably just not going to use a suitcase. I'm going to put stuff in a suitcase to take with me, because it's so heavy.
Yeah.
Then once the flight's over, take it all out of the suitcase, throw the suitcase away, use
I have
a
a
bag.
better idea.
What?
Your backpack
Mhm.
has 2 bags in it.
Correct.
So why not use the small backpack as a carry-on,
Yes.
and then put everything in your big backpack and just check that?
Because, and here's why.
If you're already planning on fitting everything in it anyway.
What if I lose it?
Yeah.
What if it disappears?
Yeah.
What if it's
Or
gone?
it gets absolutely
So I'm going to be
naked.
putting clothes in there as well. So I can take that with me. I'm going to put like 7 kilos worth of clothes and stuff that I need in that big backpack. Take it on the plane with me, and then I'll just put like spare clothes and like books and whatnot. Some things that are heavy in that suitcase.
That's smart.
That way it goes. But yeah, if it gets lost, I'm not like depressed and I have no clothes. But I can. It's like a backup.
I lost my suitcase when I went to Thailand for
Yeah.
3 days.
But you don't need to throw it away when you're there. You'll have a room. You can just put it under your bed.
I know, but I don't want a
Is it
suitcase.
private room or is it
Yeah, it's a
bunk beds?
private. So I'm there for 5 weeks
Do
with
you know if you share
Cody.
a room?
With like a no, not yet. No, not yet. I'll find out when I get there.
I'll tell you that. I'd be like expecting a room to myself and then having to share it with someone.
I mean, I'm 21. I'm fine. I can manage with people. I enjoy it, but I'm sure
I
like
like
the
that
year
idea.
I'm like fuck. I mean, yeah, if you had to share a room with one person while you were working there, I'm sure you would just buy a house there.
Especially if they snored. Then you're dead.
Yeah.
First night, dead.
I mean, I'm not a heavy snorer, but it's something, if I have like a blocked nose or even like a
Oh,
sore
yeah.
throat, I'm like
Yeah.
dying. You're a snorer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Go shoot.
What is the coolest name? And by that I mean, when you hear the name,
Mm.
the person you picture in your head with that name without seeing them, that's the coolest person.
Dragoneer.
Real names.
I had, there was a guy at work, he had the last name Vigilante.
Not last names, just first names.
No,
Just,
Vigilante was pretty cool.
I don't know, just think of
What if
of
we-
first names.
We make the perfect human. Dragoneer Vigilante. There we go.
Gold Rogers.
There we go. What? Okay, you obviously thought. Of
I have an example. Andre.
No.
No, you
That's
don't.
wrong.
You don't picture a cool guy
That's
named
so
Andre.
lame. That's so
What
lame.
does Andre look like to you?
I'm thinking like a typical Mexican type, like cholo, hey, this guy.
All right, okay, so
Not
Andre's
even that
out.
Andre, even like waist pants.
Yeah, I'm thinking Andre with waist pants. I'm thinking
Okay.
he wears ankle socks,
Yeah.
but wears jeans, so you can still see
Okay,
the gap.
okay. What about Justin?
No, Bieber.
Mm.
Nah, you're right. Yeah.
Timberlake.
Yeah,
Oh.
Timbermatic. Is that his first name? No, I'm still thinking of Timberlake.
Yeah.
Timbermatic's name is like
Stephen Gold Rogers. That's
Yeah, but
the
not
coolest
full.
one.
That's a
full,
full name.
names. Okay, just first names.
Just like first names, yeah.
They
There's
stick-
none-
like, when
there's
you-
nothing
like-
like stick out in my mind. Like
I don't think there is such thing.
that was a
as
cool name. No, I'm
There's
sure
not a
there
name
is.
that like just immediately like if I hear the name, I don't know.
God, whatever name you say, if you meet them in real life the next day, you got to propose to them on the spot. Be like, please.
If I hear the name Wesley, that guy's
What are you doing?
Wilford. If I hear the name Wilford,
I don't think I've ever heard of
I'm-
Wilford Brimley, the diabetes guy.
Diabetes.
Not the diabetes. Yeah, Wilford. If I hear Wilford, I just picture like an old man with a big mustache. I picture Wilford Brimley. If I hear the name Max, I picture like a little kid,
Okay.
like
Yeah,
a hyper
100%,
little
yeah,
kid.
yeah, yeah.
So like the names put pictures in your head. When you say a name, like to me, Andre, I picture like a cool dude with like a tank top and sunglasses. Like, sup? That's Andre.
Okay.
Okay.
But what universally? Because Andre was ruled out really quick.
Can we? So whatever.
Bruce.
Bruce?
Nah, you just picture an old Australian man.
I see a shark.
No, that's good. I was thinking like whatever name this is
Yeah.
is the name of our mascot.
Mascot.
Mascot. So if we ever have a main cast mascot,
Stop saying
I
mascot.
can't stop. I can't stop. Say the main
Mascot.
cast. The main cast mascot.
Yeah.
This is the name for the dude
Yeah.
or woman.
Or
We never-
woman. It
we
could
never-
be a woman's name.
Yeah. Just trying to think of a cool woman's name now.
Scott.
I mean, there's no good names.
Yeah,
that's
like-
coming to mind.
there's nothing that I'm like that's in my mind that's less like bam, that's cool.
Yeah, like Yancey.
I mean, the default answer is Chad.
No,
But that's
how's
not-
that a default answer?
Because that's the cool.
That's a douche.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I feel like it was the default answer. Now it's got an extra
think it
meaning
ever
to it.
So Kyle can't be used.
Kyle sucks.
No,
Kyle's a terrible fucking name.
Scumbag.
Yeah,
Kyle's scumbag.
Oh, here's a loser name. Here's a loser name.
Zack.
Brian.
Brian's
No.
fucking bad.
Brian's like middle of the lane. Like,
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
Brian is for people.
What about David?
No one's named Brian. All right,
Ooh,
this
I've
is
got-
my theory. I
David?
got birth Brian. You don't get birth and you go
Nah,
Brian.
again,
What
that's just
happens?
very middle.
What happens is when you turn 80, the government goes, "Hey, here's your thing to name yourself Brian if you choose."
Yeah.
And you go, "Yeah, I'm
Do you think
80.
it's-
I'll be called Brian now." And you fill in a form, and then that's how you.
You think it's more like a raffle where they're just like you have to pick everyone that's turned 50 this year to pick like a handful of names out of there and they go, this is now Brian, this is now Brian.
It's a letter to the Queen. When
Yeah.
you turn 100, you get a letter from, or you used to get a letter from the Queen.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like that.
When you turn 50, you are Brian.
You get a letter saying, "Do you want to be called Brian or legally change your name to
Dude,
Brian?"
29 more years and I can be Brian.
You'll get a letter.
What
Yes!
Here you go. Here's a name. Brock.
I was gonna say Brock, but I can't get Lesnar out of my head.
Right? That was
'Cause it-
originally going to be my middle name.
What is your middle name? Is Brian, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Loser.
But my middle name was going to be Brock because my dad likes Peter Brock, the race car driver.
Yeah.
So I just realized I can probably say his full name on here and it would be a complete bleep. I just like
it would, yeah.
Yeah.
have fun bleeping all this, by the way.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I just, you can just cut it. You can just cut this whole
But yeah.
thing. This is just for us.
No,
True.
so
This is.
I say Brock is good because I was going to say Brock because only from Pokemon
Yeah,
anime
I
I was
Brock.
going to say, like, every time someone
Brock
says Brock, it's immediately.
Yeah.
ruined that Brock,
Pokemon.
if anything.
but Brock is cool.
Majority rules Brock.
He's Sanji before Sanji.
No.
Vince Brock.
It's not even a name.
Wasn't he like a womanizer person as well?
Brock. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
You mean Chad?
No, I don't need you.
Can you be a? I was gonna say, can you be a womanizer if you
Zorro.
constantly get
That's a
denied?
cool name.
It's not,
Zorro.
it's not a real name,
What about-
though.
I was gonna say Brooke, but it's almost close to Brock.
That's also a woman's name.
And he's
That could be the coolest woman's
No,
name.
because Brooke is also a fucking womanizer in the show.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a woman. I think he's just a perv.
Yeah, it's
I think
just
there's a bit of difference.
Ooh, I've got one, and it's not super cool. But if I met this person, I'd be like, "Whoa, Larry."
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm like, whoa!
yeah.
I've always wanted to meet a guy.
I've never met a Larry. Have you ever met a Larry?
Never met a
I don't
Larry.
think I have.
No.
No one's met a Larry.
No one's ever met a
Is
Larry.
Larry short for something?
Nope. I looked it up.
Larinus.
I looked it up. It might be
Larinus.
short for Lazarus.
Ooh.
There
Do
we
we have
go.
do we have the coolest name?
That might be the
Lazarus.
coolest name.
So our mascot. Our mascot's
Oh.
name.
What?
You said it again.
If Lazarus isn't a real name, double check if it's a real name.
Oh, but
Lazarus is a real name.
It is
Yeah,
okay.
it is.
Oh, we got it then. It's Lazarus. I was gonna say Leonardo.
that's a Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah.
Turtle.
Yeah, with a sword.
Yeah,
Two
Go
swords.
by
though.
Leo or Leon.
Gay. I know bad Leon. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
I
Leon.
know badly.
Lazarus.
Well, Lazarus is gonna come up with the Lazarus pit.
Yeah.
From Lazarus of Bethany. That's a name. Yeah, it's a biblical name.
Yeah.
Lazarus. Done.
Okay.
What is the coolest name? Lazarus.
We can go home now.
Obviously, yeah.
Because
So-
then it so it technically is Larry.
Your nickname could be Larry.
Yeah.
Well, let's ask the audience. What do you
Yeah.
think
What do
is the
you
coolest
think
name?
is the? What are we forgetting? What name?
All right, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Do you have any more?
I have the fact that I've been vindicated this past week.
What do you mean?
Guess who people are starting to realize sucks?
What's that?
Zack Snyder.
Schneids?
Yeah, the Schneidmaster.
You know what Schneidy?
People are starting to
The
come.
director?
Yeah, people are starting to come around that he's a prick.
He's always been a prick.
Because he did that.
Just a bad person.
No,
Yeah.
he did a podcast with Joe Rogan
Yeah.
where he talked about just had the worst takes on DC. Basically, like he's like, so when you make a Batman movie, the one rule is Batman can't kill. He's like, but what if he did though?
And make a not Batman
Yeah.
movie.
Make anything else,
Yeah,
Zach.
that's it. Do anything else. I think, and also he said more people watched Rebel Moon than watched Barbie. So it's like, if Rebel Moon had...
That can't be true.
It's like, if Rebel Moon had been in theaters, it would have made over $1 billion.
I'm just gonna search that up. You guys keep going.
Did it go straight to streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight to Netflix.
I think it was a Netflix
Like
thing.
that's
keep going,
understandable
I'll
then. But like at the
I
same
don't
time,
think it
Because he
would've
goes,
made
I think the
$1
math,
billion.
Netflix math is every household that streamed it counts as 2 people.
Right.
And they
That's
don't-
generous.
And they don't care
Yeah.
if you don't finish the movie. Just opening it up counts as a watch.
So me watching half an hour and me
Yeah.
going, this is dumb.
Yeah.
And
still counts as a watch.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Counts as a watch for 2 people.
So, because is Barbie like half the amount of views now or something?
I don't know how many people watch.
I don't know.
I don't know how do you find out how many people watched a movie?
You can't. You just have to
You
look
just
at the
go box
box
office.
office.
Well, that's not true because Rebel Moon has a number.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Rebel
but
Moon
that's
was
because it's been
streaming.
recorded. You can't necessarily record how many people go into a cinema.
So Zack Snyder said 23.9 million people watched Rebel Moon.
Yeah, of course they did.
Good work, Zack.
But people are coming around that maybe he's not good at making movies.
Shocking.
Barbie made $1.4 billion.
Yeah. Typically divided by 20.
Oh, I see. Barbie movie watched in... Wait, what? Barbie movie watched in 1.2 million households when streamed on Max.
But if he's saying Rebel Moon went to the
Yeah.
theater, more people would have seen it than saw Barbie.
Zack, shut up!
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a hot take.
That's
a hot take.
That is
That is a Schneider.
he has rolled up the fattest doobie of copium.
Wow, make that a short.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I loved my movie.
They love,
It would have made $1 billion. And then he's like, and I'll release the Snyder cut. And I think,
make $2
what did he say?
billion.
Did he say? He said in the Snyder cut, gore is going to be a character. There's going to be that much violence in it. Gore's going to be a character.
I mean, I love gore as much as the next person, but you can't overdo it.
Yeah, there's a point where it's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
This
gratuitous.
is too much.
Hear me out. In like maybe 2 years, people are going to go, well,
Ninja
maybe.
Assassin? That is
That is as
peak level.
much. Yeah,
Yeah.
violence, gore, blood.
yeah, that is
As
the
you
limit
need.
right there. Yeah, that's as
Even
much
though
as you
it's
need.
not good effects, because you can clearly go, that's paint.
Yeah.
But
There's a lot of it.
there's a lot of it.
In like 2 years, people are going to look back and go, maybe that wasn't his cut of the movie, the Justice League one. So maybe the Snyder cut wasn't his original vision. Maybe he did just steal ideas from online. Because just look at what he's done, and then look at just look at his creative process and how he's not good at making movies. And then look at the Snyder Cut, which is a okay movie.
Yeah, no,
It's-
like I had fun with the Sonic.
Yeah, there's no way he did that by himself and then went on to make Rebel Moon, Army of the Dead.
Why did he make Army of the
He
Dead?
made Army of the Dead.
That was
That's
alright.
actually kind of surprising because
Like, it wasn't the best movie,
Yeah.
but it was alright.
He also
there's some dumb
We
fun.
enjoyed
he
it.
said
yeah.
Army of the Dead and Rebel Moon exist in the same universe
Oh.
because
No, that's not.
there's a spaceship in the far corner of one shot, and he's like, and that's the Rebel Moon spaceship. Maybe you couldn't see
You
it.
can't just shoehorn a ship into the sky and go, they're linked.
Maybe you couldn't see it because it was filmed with a camera that had a dead pixel on it. Zack Snyder's an amazing cinematographer. He only picks the best. Big black spot in the movie.
He only chooses the best broken cameras. There, Zack.
But yeah, people are coming around. I'm slowly being vindicated. My hatred is justified.
I love that.
I hate how. I was like, I
Are
don't
there
like.
people actually online saying that he's an amazing director?
Yes, there are.
That's why
There's a
he's
lot of people.
No, there's
when
not.
the Snyder Cut was announced, I remember people seeing reaction
The
videos.
Justice League.
Yeah, he's like announces it sat in a theater, or it's like sat in his home theater or something, like, being like, and I've been given permission to release the Snyder Cut. And everyone's like, yeah. I was like, so not the Snyder Cut. We heard your criticism. Let's fix the movie cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fixed cut.
Because the only part he did himself was the worst part of the movie. The like post-credit scene that everyone said, cut that.
Yeah.
And he went, no, I'm Zack Snyder.
This is my movie.
Yeah, it has to be.
Batman kills.
We have to have. We need to saturate the colours. We need to have slow motion. That's how you make a movie.
Why? I picture Zack Snyder. He just looks exactly like who's the dude that does Mission Impossible movies? What's his name?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
He looks a little like Tom Cruise. He does
Zack-
look a little like Tom Cruise.
Zack, not Efron. Schneider. Schnin.
It's all clicking together.
Oh, he does look like Tom Cruise a little bit.
It's all clicking together for me.
You know who
He's like,
Zack
I
Snyder
hate
looks like?
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
You know who he looks like?
He looks like the love child of Tom Cruise and Ray Romano.
That's him. Zack Snyder, men's volleyball.
He looks like a Chad.
Zack Snyder.
He does look like
I mean, the directors.
Like the name.
He's a good-looking director because a lot of them aren't. That's why they're behind the camera.
yeah, they're all like, I want an act, and they're like,
But yeah, no, people are like people have said Zack Snyder's amazing because he made 300 and because they liked Watchmen.
I like 300.
300 was a good movie.
Watchmen was a bit long.
I fell asleep during 300.
And that's it. That's all he's done. that's good.
The only thing I remember about 300 is the dude with way too many piercings that
Yeah.
grossed
Oh,
me
yeah.
out, and then this is Sparta, and that's it.
But yeah, people are slowly coming around to maybe he isn't that good.
Maybe rewatch 300.
But it's not just that I don't think he's good. You can be bad at something and I'd be like, oh, you're fine. But it's how much he jerks himself off
Yeah.
and how much he loves
Yeah.
himself and how much he's just like, my movies are interconnected and if you just let me release my own vision, it'll be perfection. I'm like,
Who was the director guy that you made us watch that one night?
oh, Neil Breen?
Neil Breen.
Yeah.
See, we know his movies are bad.
Yeah.
And it's an art form at that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's still bad.
It's really
Everything
difficult.
about it is
It's
still
difficult to make something
That bad.
that bad.
On purpose.
And
No,
over
it's not. I
multiple
can do
times.
that very easily.
Yeah, but then we would know that you're trying to make something bad.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
They don't
It'd
come
be
out like
effortless.
Kung
I promise
Pao.
you. I promise you, it'd be effortless. I promise you.
We need the Justice League Peter cut. That's what we need.
I would.
Where you refilm a whole bunch of stuff because that's what
I'll-
he did. He reshot a bunch of things.
I would
So it wasn't
redo the
his
whole
cut at
movie.
all.
Look, I'm sure if Moody had the budget and the money
Yeah.
to reshoot Justice League,
I'd
he
need,
would do it
to,
justice.
I'd need to
Yeah.
reread DC Comics because
Yeah.
I'm not a DC person. I'm Marvel 100%.
Yeah.
But I reckon I could do it.
Well, that leads perfectly into the next thing I wrote my notes down. What is the greatest?
Alrighty, guys, that's the end of part 1 of this particular podcast. We actually recorded for over 2 hours because I knew I'd be too busy traveling the world. In fact, I'm too busy to even do my own voiceover. It's Adam doing it. Say hi, Adam.
Hello.
We'll be releasing the rest of the recording over the next few weeks, and then, once I'm embraced in the comfy bosom of Japan, I'll be teaming up with my best friends in the whole world to record brand new episodes of the main podcast. But until then, thanks for watching, and ka-chow!